PanaTV here at Odeon Stratham for the London premiere of Half of Yellow's Son, directed by Nigerian director B. Bandele, based on the novel of the same name by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. We're here at the London premiere, expecting action anytime soon with VIP guests and the stars of the show, from Chiwetel Ejiofor to Tandy Newton, here on the red carpet. So stay tuned, keep watching PanaTV.
It's been a long journey. I first met Chimamanda in 2005, and when she told me about Half of a Yellow Sun, I was really completely captivated by the idea of it. And a year later, when it was published, I picked up a copy, read it, completely fell in love with it, and I felt that it was a perfect opportunity to put those characters on the screen.
What's happening in Lagos?
It's happened. There's been a coup.
I'm looking forward to the premiere. I hope this is the first of several movies of this scale and of this quality to come out of Nigeria. You're watching PanaTV. Stay tuned.
My character's, his name's Ugu, and Ugu is a houseboy to Chiwetel Ejiofor's character, who's Odenibo, and he's looking for a new life, a new start, and he ends up being in this household where the circumstance begins to change. One of the circumstances being obviously the Biafran War and the relationship between his master and his master's partner, who's played by Tandy Newton, who's Orlana.
He's arriving this weekend. Very special.
Yes, sir.
My name is not Sir.
So did it feel like a huge responsibility?
Any role is always a huge responsibility because you want to represent reality. You want people to watch it and believe what you're doing. So definitely it's always going to be a responsibility. But specifically because I am Nigerian, my parents are Nigerian, and if I was to mess this up, I wouldn't have a home, people.
Hi, Chimamanda. What do you want the audience in Nigeria and around the world to take away from this period of history in Nigeria, but also a powerful love story?
I want people to be moved by it. I think it's a very beautiful film. The art of it is very beautiful. But also it's a moving story. It's a story about love, but not just love between two people. It's love of a country, love of the extended family. So I hope that people will be moved by it. And I hope that people will know that even in times of war, people find ways to hold on to their humanity.
I'm delighted to be here at the premiere in London tonight with PanaTV.
And you're watching PanaTV.
I loved the book as soon as I read it. I love the way that Chimamanda talks about how people really behave as opposed to how people might like to think they behave. And that was the thing that really struck me, was the story of the twin sisters and just the surprising choices that they make in their lives. And that was the approach that B. Bandele, the director, took to the film, was to tell a universal love story and to concentrate on the sisters. Obviously it's a big book, it's a multi-stranded book, and we knew that we couldn't tell every aspect of the story in one film. So B made a very deliberate choice to make the twin sisters story the heart of it.
Chiwetel sold you the idea, he got you involved in the whole project. Why do you think somebody who's not Nigerian or not African would be interested in a story that's intrinsically Nigerian?
The interesting factor for me was about Nigeria finding its independence in October 1960, which was relatively recent. I think there is a love story which is predominantly Chiwetel and Tandy's love story, which is obviously gorgeous to watch, and it's harrowing what happened.
Hi, Chiwetel. What was the responsibility like of portraying a period in Nigerian history that's close to your family and your grandfather and things that you've heard from family?
It was great, and a part of the film was very exciting and emotionally important for me. Some of the experiences that happened in the film were incredibly close to the experiences of my grandfather, who was around the same age as the character that I play at the time of the Biafran War, and much like Odenibo was moving village to village, had a very sort of middle-class education, was an accountant in the north for the mining corporation, and but ended up losing everything and just trying to keep the family alive as the forces sort of strangled Biafra. So all of that was very important for me and very powerful. Yeah.
We've just finished covering the red carpet. We've spoken to B. Bandele, the director, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. We've spoken to some of the stars as well, Chiwetel Ejiofor, the rising star, John Boyega, and they've had spectacular things to say about the movie. And now I'm off to watch the movie. You guys, get yourself to a cinema near you to watch Half of a Yellow Sun now. It's an amazing story.